Hello, friends. Welcome to Easy English Official. Today's story will help you not only learn English but also feel more confident when talking to people. We will learn how small talk can open doors to friendships, opportunities, and confidence. There was a young woman named Mia. She loved traveling and meeting new people. But she often felt shy when speaking English. She wanted to change that. Mia moved to a new city. She wanted to make friends there. But she didn't know how to start conversations. She decided to practice small talk. One morning, she went to a coffee shop. The barista smiled and said, "Good morning, how are you?" Mia smiled back and said, "I'm good, thank you. How about you?" It was a short exchange, but Mia felt proud. She had answered politely and naturally. This was her first small step. Small talk had begun. She remembered advice from her English teacher. Small talk is like a door, the teacher said. You open it with a smile and a friendly question. Mia decided to try this. At the bus stop, she saw a woman with a cute dog. Mia said, "Your dog is adorable." The woman smiled and told her the dog's name. They talked until the bus arrived. Mia noticed that people liked friendly comments. She also learned to use safe topics. The weather, hobbies, and food were easy subjects. These topics made people comfortable. One day, she met her neighbor in the elevator. She said, "Hi, do you live on this floor too?" The neighbor laughed and said, "Yes, I just moved in." They talked about the neighborhood. Mia learned to listen more than she spoke. She nodded, smiled, and asked follow-up questions. People liked that she was interested in them. Listening was a key skill. She also practiced giving short, friendly answers. When someone asked, "How's your day?" she didn't just say, "Fine." She added, "Fine, I just came from the park. It's so sunny today." This made conversations longer. It gave people a chance to reply. She realized small talk is not about big words. It's about connection. One Saturday, she joined a local English club. They practiced starting conversations. Mia paired with a man named John. He said, "Do you like music?" and Mia replied with details. She said, "Yes, I love pop music. I listen to it while cooking." John smiled and said, "Me too." Soon, they were laughing together. Mia felt her confidence grow. Sometimes, she made mistakes in grammar. But she didn't stop talking. She realized most people didn't care about small mistakes. They cared about friendly energy. At the supermarket, Mia saw a man choosing apples. She said, "Those look fresh today." The man smiled and said, "Yes, they are from a local farm." They talked for a minute. Each day, Mia practiced small talk in real life. She talked to cashiers, bus drivers, and people in the park. Every time, she learned new words. Every time, she felt less shy. One afternoon, she was waiting for the train. A tourist looked lost. Mia asked, "Do you need help?" The tourist thanked her and they chatted until the train came. Mia learned that offering help is a great way to start small talk. People appreciate kindness. It makes them open up. It also makes conversations warm. She also practiced giving compliments. "I like your scarf," she said to a woman in the library. The woman smiled and said, "Thank you. My friend made it for me." Mia discovered that small talk often leads to bigger conversations. A simple greeting could turn into a discussion about travel, hobbies, or food. It was exciting. One rainy day, she was in a cafe. A man next to her said, "The rain is heavy today." Mia replied, "Yes, but it's perfect weather for coffee." They both laughed. She realized that small talk is about finding common ground. It's about sharing small moments. Even the weather can be a good topic. It connects people. Mia started keeping a small notebook. She wrote down useful phrases like "How's your day?" or "Have you been here before?" She practiced them every day. Soon, she no longer had to think before speaking. Small talk became natural. She could start a conversation anywhere. She felt free. At work, she greeted her colleagues every morning. "Hi, how was your weekend?" she asked. They smiled and shared their stories. Work felt friendlier. One colleague invited her to lunch. Over lunch, they talked about food and travel. Mia realized this friendship started from simple small talk. It made her happy. She noticed that small talk also helped in professional life. Clients felt more relaxed when she chatted a bit before business. It built trust. Mia even started small talk with strangers on planes. "Is this your first time here?" she would ask. Often, people would share interesting stories. It made trips more enjoyable. Sometimes, small talk didn't go far. People gave short answers or seemed busy. Mia learned to respect that. Not every conversation has to be long. She also learned cultural tips. In some places, people like more personal questions. In others, they prefer light topics. She adjusted her style. Her English improved quickly. She learned new expressions and slang. Most importantly, she learned to speak without fear. This was her biggest success. One evening, she called her parents. She told them how she now talks to many people every day. They were proud. They said, "You sound more confident." Mia understood that small talk is not just words. It's about sharing moments and showing interest. It's about being open. That made her love it. At a street market, she met an artist selling paintings. She said, "Your art is beautiful." The artist smiled and told her about his work. She learned something new. Mia's life became richer. She had more friends, more knowledge, and more joy. All from small talk. She was grateful for this skill. She told her English club, "Small talk is like planting seeds. You never know which one will grow into a friendship." Everyone agreed. Her club decided to practice outside the classroom. They went to markets, parks, and cafes. They started conversations with strangers. It was fun. Mia noticed that starting was always the hardest part. But once she said the first words, the rest became easy. She shared this tip with others. She remembered her first shy conversation in the coffee shop. Now she could chat with anyone. She had changed completely. She felt proud. At a community event, she was asked to speak about her experience. She told the audience, "Small talk changed my life. It made me confident, happy, and connected." People clapped and some even started practicing right after her talk. She felt she had inspired them. That was the best reward. One man told her, "I never talk to strangers, but I will try now." Mia smiled and said, "Just start with hello. It's enough." She knew small steps work. From then on, Mia became a small talk ambassador. She encouraged everyone to try. She believed it was a life skill. And she was right. Even when she traveled to new countries, she used small talk. It helped her meet locals. It also helped her learn about the culture. She felt like a citizen of the world. Mia's journey proved that small talk is powerful. It can start friendships, teach new things, and make life more colorful. And it's simple to learn. So, friends, remember Mia's lesson. Don't be afraid to start small talk. A hello can change your day. And maybe even your life. Thank you for listening to this story on Easy English Official. I hope it inspires you to try small talk today. You might be surprised where it leads. Start now and enjoy the connections.